Howdy, this is Marissa with Marissa Moments. So the download is this. You keep talking about the same stuff again. The same stuff. Now that's not the words that ancestors use. And I always go and say that it's ancestors because ancestors have a tendency to keep it a little bit more real, a little bit more gully. So when they get riled up, it's like, yo, let them know that they need to because typically speaking, a person that's passed over has the same type of mentality, personality, all of that, and sometimes even more amplified on the other side of the veil, right? So anyway, I guess that was a quick mediumship lesson, if you will. But the bottom line is this. You keep talking the same stuff. You keep talking about the same story. You keep talking about the past circumstances and situations over and over and over. And that is creating a hell loop, right? That's not really a loop, but you get the visual, right? It's to help you remember. It's a hell loop. Oh, there we go. Hell loop. So what you have to do, almost like force yourself at this point, because spirit or ancestors are like that. Listen, they're not going to listen. You got to make sure they listen. So what you have to do is force yourself whenever you feel like you're about to start saying, remember, you have to be like, almost like do some sort of outward motion. So you remind yourself to literally snap out of it. So whenever you say that trigger word, remember, unless you're talking about what you need to pick up at the grocery store, you gotta snap yourself out of it. Because the more you talk about those circumstances that you don't like, the things that happened in the past, or even sometimes the good old days, right? That just kind of keeps us in that same cycle. And it tells our brain and the universe sometimes and the powers that be that that's where they want to stay. They found a happy little home in that hell loop that they created for themselves, and they are doing just fine. So when you're ready to escape that hell loop, you got to break it. Pow, right? You got to break one of the gates, and that's what makes the whole thing fall apart. Got it? Pow, break it apart. So that way it's no longer a part of your existence, and you created space to create new memories, to create new opportunities, to move ahead and step further. That's it. Now, what it looks like for you to break out of that loop is different. Everyone is different, but we're also the same. But that's another thing. Just break out of it. Snap out.